Hey fam, Eullair here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video where I will be creating this half up, half down top knot bun style on a 360 lace wig. This wig is by Eullair Hair. Now listen, you would think this style is easy, right? You would think just putting a little bun on the top of your head, on the top of your wig is easy, but I struggled so much with this style. I thought this style was going to be a piece of cake, girl. I thought. If you guys follow me on Instagram, listen, you need to, Aaliyah.Michelle. Anyways, I was on Instagram stories and I was so hyped. I was like, I'm going to do this half up, half down style, okay? With the little wrap around the ponytail with the ponytail. Listen, no. Okay, I don't know why this style was so difficult. Like, I was like, am I this dumb? Am I stupid? Anyways, I had so much difficulty with this style, but we ended up with this top knot bun, little baby hair action. Listen, I had a lot of trouble with my lace too. Like, my lace, it kind of looks good from afar. Listen, don't come up on me. Don't be coming up all up in my lace. Listen, if you can see my screen door mesh lace, honey, you are too close. I ain't Tokyo Styles. I ain't Kim Kimble. Okay, relax. And I also show you guys how I created this brunch glam makeup look. Listen, I love brunch. I live for brunch. And I just like to look fresh-faced with a minimal beat, but a glowy beat, a bronzy beat with some blush, okay, some lashes, some beautiful combed brows, a natural lip, honey. Listen, I live for this look. It is perfect for brunch on a Sunday with some champagne and a good omelet, okay, some good chicken and waffles, whatever you like to eat for brunch. So without further congé, if you are interested in seeing how I created this half up, half down top knot style on this 360 lace wig by Eullair Hair, then stay tuned, keep on watching, and I hope you enjoy this video. Alright, starting off with hair, this video is in partnership with Eullair Hair, and your wig will come in this very sleek mesh bag. You are given a wig cap in addition to the wig. This is what color wig cap I was given, and this is how the wig comes packaged. It should come in a net, so I did go ahead and take that net off, and I took out the paper that was in the head area that supposedly keeps its shape. This is what the texture looks like. I believe it's body wave, but it kind of looks like a beautiful water wave texture, but just check down below for the proper texture. This is what the front of the wig looks like. You're given 4 clips, one on either side, one in the center, and one in the back, as well as an adjustable strap. This is what the pre-pluckage looks like, but we are going to go ahead and customize and tone the knots, or no, bleach the knots. This is the Wella Color Charm Toner. This is the L'Oreal 40 Volume Cream Developer. Girl, we stuttering early. Okay, get you some gloves, a mixing bowl, a mini whisk, a butter knife, and some aluminum foil. So you want the texture of the bleach and developer mixture to be like cookie dough, okay? You want it to be very thick. You don't want it to be runny. So I'm taking a butter knife and I'm just gracing the lace like I would some butter, like I'm icing a cake, okay? You want to be very gentle. You just want to grace the top of the lace. I am pushing it slightly, a little more in the front, just because I really want those knots to be bleached, and I kind of like that little blonde effect in the rootage area, but only in the front, okay? I do have a full customization tutorial up on my channel. I will put the eye in the screen because I went in depth on wig customization or frontal customization. So if you want a more in-depth tutorial on that, be sure to go check out that video, girl. I went in, but I'm just slowly building up, slowly gracing the lace with this bleach and developer mixture just to bleach the knots so you get a more scalp-like appearance. And after I coat the whole front area, we're not doing the back. I'm just going to put some aluminum foil on it so it can process, and let it process for the remaining amount of time that is on my timer. I started at 45 minutes. After we rinse out the bleach and condition the hair, I'm just going to go ahead and quickly customize the front. Yes, this is pre-plucked, but I knew if I didn't pluck it a little bit more, it would look a little bit too blunt on my head. So I'm just pulling out the front hair so we don't recede the hairline. Again, I go more in-depth on this in a more in-depth video, so go ahead and check out that video for more in-depth explanation. So I'm just going to quickly customize the front just a tad, just to pluck a few hairs out, so it can have a more natural appearance. And you know, listen, I end up plucking too much. This is always what happens. Listen, don't you get anxiety when you pluck in or when you customize in frontals? Because I'm just like, man, I can't have a wiggy wig. Like, this can't look wiggy on me. It has to look natural. And then you end up plucking too much. I swear, it always happens to me. So I did end up plucking a little bit too much. I didn't need to, but I just wanted to look a little natural, okay? Not as blunt, okay? Because the hairline was pretty blunt. But you know, listen, it happened. It happens to all of us, okay? So I'm just going to quickly go through this pluckage, and while I'm doing that, let me just tell y'all, this wig actually ended up being too small. So that was a con to this wig. It was way too small. I had to do some serious finessing when I applied this wig onto my head off camera. I don't show you how I applied it because I was really frustrated, okay, that the wig ended up being too small. And I got a big ass head, okay? I got a big dome. So if you have a big dome too, just be aware, be cautious that this wig or their wigs they're just too small. But this texture is so beautiful. This texture is so beautiful. I was very in love with this texture. Honestly, it didn't seem like body wave to me, but it was a beautiful body wave texture for this wig. So this is what my customization looks like. I'm going to go ahead and pluck the front hairs that I pulled out just a little bit because they are going to be our baby hairs. I want them to look as realistic as possible. And honestly, I did a good job on my baby hairs. You will see them in a second. So this is what the wig looks like fully plucked. We're going to move on to styling. So I'm just going to go take an edge brush. I'm using this comb because I like how precise it makes the part. And I'm just going to part the hair halfway, making sure that no tracks are showing in the back of the head. And I want to get a nice full half up, half down ponytail. So I'm just really taking my time parting it, making sure the part is straight. And making sure no tracks are showing. And yes, if you kind of look at the knots, they didn't bleach all the way in the back of, like, the center of the head, but the front knots look okay. So I'm just going to set that aside, and I'm going to go ahead and braid the back of the hair, the back of the wig, just so it doesn't get in my way when I'm working with the front half. Alright, can't even lie to you. This was very difficult. I did a lot of trial and error off camera. So I think it's best to start this style off with dry hair, because I did do it with hair that was drenched in like mousse or wrapping foam, and it was just a hot ass mess. Like, no. So it worked better when the hair was dry. I'm just gonna brush it up into which in the position in which I want it. I'm going to first secure it with a rubber band. I took this elastic band because I really wanted that ponytail wraparound look, and I needed the ponytail to sit up, and it just was not sitting up with the hair alone. So I took this elastic band because it was on the stiff side, and I'm just taking some super glue and gluing the elastic band to secure it, not on the hair, just on the other part of the elastic band. And I'm doing the wraparound, but it just wasn't coming out good. A lot of people gave me tips on Instagram, so I will take those tips into consideration when I do it next time. But it just was not a look. It just looked sloppy. I was over it, so I scratched that off camera. I was playing with a few styles, so I just settled on a bun. I'm gonna go ahead and take a thicker ponytail holder, a thicker elastic band, and we're just gonna create a top knot. So I'm just taking 2 strands and twisting them together and then wrapping it around the ponytail holder, and then just creating like a cute little top knot, because that was the cutest style I could think of. Girl, I was so frustrated I had to move on. So I'm going to go ahead and take this Motions wrapping foam, and I'm just going to secure the front style and just lay down those flyaways, lay down those hairs, so the front half, or the half up, half down ponytail, just looks very sleek and put together. And I'm just taking some Got To Be Free spray, and I'm just going to secure that style so it doesn't move, it stays in place, and I can put it on my head safely. And I'm going to go ahead and take this Eco Styler Argan Oil Gel and start laying down my baby hairs. And after I finish up the baby hairs, I'm going to take that free spray once again just to secure that bun, secure that style so the ponytail looks nice and sleek. I mean the top knot. The top knot looks nice and sleek. Moving on, I'm going to take this Sultra Bombshell wand. Girl, I got this at BeautyCon and this is $100 wand, girl. Damn, they was giving out some expensive goodies at BeautyCon. But I'm just going to go ahead and wand curl the back half of the wig just to enhance that texture. I'm not trying to make a super precise curling style. I just wanted to enhance that body wave texture of the wig. So, you know, just watch me do this. Alright, so this is the end result of the wand curls. They look so good, so effortless. Moving on to makeup, honey. I'm doing a very natural brunch glam. But listen, don't clock my lace. Listen, I tried, okay? Don't clock me. So I'm going to take this Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. I'm in the shade 435W. This foundation literally exactly matches my skin. We're going for a less is more kind of look. We want a very skin-like appearance, skin-like finish. I'm using a very thin layer of foundation just to even out my skin tone. And I know you're looking at my lace. I know you are. But listen, hear me out. The reason why it's slightly darker is because I wanted to match my bronzer, okay? I'm going to take this Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. I'm only using a little bit. Usually I cake this on, girl. I like that full coverage look. But I'm only using a few strokes under my eyes, on my chin, on my forehead, and down the center bridge of my nose. And we're going to go ahead and blend that out with a Beauty Blender. Listen! Beauty Blender really did try with that foundation, but listen, their sponges are the best, undebatable. Listen, I haven't used a Beauty Blender in so long. I just got back to using one, and girl, I am never going back anyway. Yes, the focus is the skin. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of that Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer and put that onto my eyes just to even out my eyelid base. We're not using any eyeshadow today, but we just want it to be even. So I'm going to go ahead and take this LA Girl Pro HD Concealer and we're going to snatch our nose. Listen, I actually did this on a whim. This is not my usual nose snatching method, but you know, I was just very unsatisfied with how my nose was looking in pictures. I was like, I need a better nose snatching routine. And I haven't used LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in so long, so I pulled her back out. Oh my gosh, I'm never going back, honey. This is how I'm snatching my nose from now on. I'm going to go ahead and take this Too Faced Peach Perfect Powder, and I'm just going to lightly set the areas in which I put that Kevyn Aucoin concealer. I'm using very thin layers of powder. I want it to melt into my skin. I don't want to cake on powder. I don't want it to look dusty and crusty. We are allowing the powder to melt into our skin because we do want to maintain that glowy, hydrated appearance. Oh, but I am baking my nose because my nose does be slipping and sliding. It do be slipping and sliding. Listen, I be so illiterate. Like, do y'all be catching my illiteracy? I swear. To set the rest of our face, I'm going to take this Laura Mercier translucent powder, but I'm using the medium deep shade and I'm using their Velour Puff. And I'm just going to press and roll that into my skin. So I'm only taking a little teeny tiny bit of powder, okay? And I'm just pressing and rolling that into my face. I don't want to be super matte. I just want my foundation to be lightly set. So, because I do want to maintain that glowy appearance, honey, because we love to glow. And I'm taking that Morphe M176 brush, I believe, just to dust off that nose bake. Moving on to bronzing, I'm going to take this Black Radiance Contour Palette. This is an E4 brush by Morphe. First, I'm using this brush, then I move on to another brush because that brush worked better. But I'm just going to go ahead and bronze my face. I'm going to bronze the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead, and under my chin, honey. We got to clock that chin. And I moved on to this BH contour brush. It comes in a rose gold set, so you would have to buy the whole set in order to get this brush. But I just move on to this brush to bronze my face. And this is why my lace is slightly darker than my skin, because I do like to match it to this bronzer. Because if I don't, my lace will end up looking lighter than my bronzer and it'll just look off. I've done it before. I know this looks crazy, but it kind of looks better in pictures. Listen, I know you're gonna clock me, but listen, I kind of knew what I was doing. Moving on to highlight, I am using 4 highlighters. However, I'm only like dabbing my brush into them because I want that glow from within look today. I just want a sheen. I don't want a beam, honey. I just want that sheeny look. So I'm just really tapping my brush into each highlighter. They'll be listed down below. And I'm just going to highlight the high points of my face, which are my cheekbones. I am going to put a little bit in the center of my forehead, my nose, the upper bridge of my nose, as well as my Cupid's bow. But we're keeping it light today because we just want that sheen, that glow from within. And I'm also going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone since we aren't really wearing shadow today, just lashes. We do want our eyes to have a little bit of flavor to them. For blush, I'm going to go ahead and take this Jouer Blush Duo. I'm going to use this shade right here, which is called Seduce Me. I'm going to place it onto the apples of my cheeks, and I'm also going to blend it into my bronzer so there's a seamless transition and you can't really tell where one starts and one stops. And I'm also going to brush a little bit of blush across my nose for that cutesy look. I'm going to take this Skin FX Coconut Water Mist. It's not a setting spray, but I just want my skin or my powders just to settle a tad and to add an extra glow to my skin. For mascara, I'm going to take this Benefit Cosmetics Bad Gal Bang and these Lioness Lashes by New Bud Summer. You can use code Aaliyah20 to save some coins. Lastly, we're going to apply some lip color. I'm going to take this Gerard Cosmetics lip liner. This is in the shade Melrose Place. I'm going to line my lips with it, as well as fill my lips in with it, because honestly this color is my favorite, like nude mauve pinky shade. I love this color so much. It's kind of like my lip color but better. Yes, honey. And next, I'm just going to top it off with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Saint Tropez lip gloss. I love this color. I love this color. This is like my favorite lip gloss color of all time now, starting today, okay? And this completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this brunch hair and makeup glam, this half up, half down, top knot bun action, and this your skin but better glowy skin look. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Before I close out this video, I do want to go ahead and give a post notification shout out to Letitia Hinton. Girl, I love this comment. You wrote me an amazing content. I had to screenshot this and save this. Thank you so much for this comment. I appreciate you so much, girl. I appreciate your love and support, and I truly appreciate this comment. Thank you so much. If you would like an appreciation shout out in one of my videos, ensure you are subscribed to my channel. Tap that bell to be notified of my future uploads, and hashtag notification gang or squad after your comment. I love you guys so much. And until next time, always remember to serve, honey. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.